Welcome to Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. It's Andrade and Irwin back at it again. Drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment before we get into it. We post 5 videos a week, and we're going to be posting more than 5 times a week for the next month plus because the NBA season has officially started, aka the play-in tournament and the playoffs are underway. Here's a graphic of the play-in tournament schedule, May 18th to the 21st, where we got Charlotte versus Indiana, then Washington versus Boston, then San Antonio versus Memphis, then Golden State versus LA Lakers, and then we got the rest of the games, the winner of Game 1 versus loser Game 2, and the winner of Game 3 versus the loser Game 4, which, if you guys don't know, we did an NBA play-in tournament explanation video up here somewhere, and yeah.
So you're pretty much saying we're going to be recording for the rest of our lives.
Oh God!
Oh,
that looks like that's what's gonna happen.
Damn, I have to see your ass.
BTD for life.
I'm like, fuck. I'm gonna have to get
BTD to like DIE.
I'm gonna have to get this tattooed, on my damn forehead or something. Yo, BTD. What gang you in? I'm in the BTD gang, y'all. What's up? But
BTD crew.
As you guys clearly saw on the title, we are talking about the Celtics and the Wizards. The Wizards?
Hell yeah!
Man.
And here's a card from when we talked about Charlotte versus Indiana. Except by the time you guys watch this, that game might have already
been decided, and
LaMelo
might be cementing himself on top of
as
Andrade's
no,
boys. What?
Nah, chill.
Yeah, if you ask LeVar, it'd be like, yo, that's the reason why my boy's better than MJ. But chill.
Yeah, LeVar sponsored BTD.
Yeah. But anyways, man, let's get to it, man. Celtics versus Wizards, and before we fully get into it, it's your favorite time, BTD stats time.
BTD stats time. All right. 2020-21 Boston Celtics stats. We got a record of an even 500, 36-36, which is 7th in the Eastern Conference.
Nice.
Points per game, they did 112.6, 16th in the league. Opponents' points per game, 111.2, 11th in the league. SRS of 1.31, 13th in the league.
What?
A pace of 98.3, 21st in the league. Offensive rating, 114 solid at 10th in the league. A defensive rating of 112.5, 14th in the league. Totaling a net rating of 1.5 positive, 13th in the league.
Yo, SRS says it all, man. They're going to smoke the Wizards, man.
And their team leaders are Jason Tatum for points at 26.4.
That's my
Tristan
boy.
Thompson for rebounds at 8.1. Jason Tatum again for assists at 4.3. Jaylen Brown for steals at 1.2. And Robert Williams III for blocks at 1.8.
Hey.
And now we hop into a different city where we got Brody. So for the 2020-21 season, the Washington Wizards stats are 34 and 38, 8th in the Eastern Conference. Points per game, 116.6, 3rd in the league. Opponents' points per game, 118.5, last in the league.
Oof.
SRS of negative 1.84,
Oh, yeah, they're definitely
22nd in the league.
Not horrible.
Pace of 104.1, 1st in the league.
Okay.
Offensive rating of 111.2, 17th in the league. And a defensive rating of 113, solid, 19th in the league. Totaling a net rating of negative 1.7, 22nd in the league.
Man.
And their team leaders are Bradley Beal for points at 31.3. Russell Westbrook for rebounds at 11.5. Russell Westbrook for assists at 11.7.
Damn.
Russell Westbrook for steals at 1.4.
Man.
And Alex Len for blocks at 1.0.
How generous of Russell Westbrook not to take off the blocks and the points in these stats, man. Respect
For real.
on Brody.
So fill the people in, Erwin. What injuries, what absences are we going to have to look out for this matchup?
We got some major injuries. The major injuries, as we know, is Jaylen Brown. He's out for the year.
Sucks.
It does suck, man. For the Wizards, which is going to play a factor for the game, Bradley Beal is not yet 100% back from. He's going to play, but he's going to manage through the pain from his hamstring strain. And Thomas Bryant, their big man, he's out for the year.
Okay.
Yeah, man, injuries is a common theme, not only for the play-in tournament, but for oh, damn, man.
That's what happens when you pack so many games.
Yeah, man,
Such a tight schedule.
But you know what? Injuries and whatnot, man. I'm surprised with that the Wizards are even in this play-in tournament. Where how bad?
Right.
I have been an advocate of saying, the Wizards are a dumpster fire of a franchise. That does not change. But
And aren't you also an advocate of Russell Westbrook being the best player in the world?
I know. I think the pause says it all. But anyways, moving on. Even with the injury to Jaylen Brown, man, look, Quite honestly, bro. Tatum, Kemba, Fournier,
Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens has.
Damn, look at all this recency bias affecting everyone now. Like, suddenly
yeah.
Brad Stevens can't coach.
I mean, he can coach. I just always thought he was overrated. Man, I'm saying that he's better than Eric Spoelstra. Fuck out of here. How about you win a championship
Who said
first?
that? Ain't nobody say that. I know. Early on,
I don't know.
that hype train was pretty strong.
Those three are gonna be too much for the Wizards to handle. Especially with Bradley Beal not being 100%. But hey, you got Brody, and if Bradley Beal can fight through that pain, it should be interesting. Definitely got some star power. At least in the East, is the most star power matchup.
Oh, for sure. And unlike the last matchup we talked about with the Pacers and Hornets,
this
one both teams have superstars stars.
Stars, definitely stars.
And
you can say superstars. Bradley Beal, he's like a borderline superstar.
Or even at least they got Westbrook, if anything.
Yeah,
but then you also got Jason Tatum on the other side. And
Kemba as well. Kemba's a pretty good player as well. But what do you think, Andrade?
You know what? Just like the last matchup with the Hornets and Pacers, I think there's actually a good chance that the Wizards may pull the upset. I think if Bradley's injury isn't too bad, I could see Beal stepping up. Westbrook is, he always plays at 1,000%. Mm-hmm. The Celtics have this reputation. We saw it last year. During big moments, it's legit 50-50 whether they choke or pull up, to the opportunity. And I just don't. It's a one elimination game. Beal, Westbrook have been in the league longer than all these young boys on the Celtics, which they're not even that young anymore, but they're still fairly young. Mm-hmm. So that's why. But I'm still going to lean on the Celtics pulling the W because, like, Brad Stevens, I'm going to trust him more as a coach, to be honest, versus the Wizards coach.
Scott Brooks?
Yeah.
Scott
I know Brad Stevens getting a lot of flank this season.
Scott Brooks is a good coach.
He is. But I don't know. Maybe I'm still on that Brad Stevens wagon, but I've always, ever since he got put on my radar, I always respected him as a coach. I think he can do a lot. I just don't know. I mean, side tangent, but just like if he can deal with superstars. Mm-hmm. But right now he doesn't have no superstars. It's still Tatum and Walker, and unfortunately, Brown's not in it. If Brown was in it, no question, I think the world will say Celtics.
I still say it's no question, man. Like I said, man.
Now there's a question. Without Brown, to me, there's still a question. But I'm still gonna lean on the Celtics. Like, let's not forget these were the Eastern Conference Finals team.
They made
from last year.
They made an appearance in the Eastern Conference Finals, man, and man, they're definitely gonna be able to push through in the play-in tournament. But hey, guys, you guys let us know what you guys think in the comments, man.
It's gonna be a fun game, though.
Yeah, man, it's definitely.
This is the matchup to watch out for.
Yeah,
from the East.
From the East, yeah, definitely.
It definitely goes Lakers, Warriors in terms of play-in tournament matchups, and then Celtics and Wizards. Because I think everybody's also excited to see, like, can Westbrook keep this momentum going? And that's also another reason why I'm kind of. I don't know if I'm leaning on the Wizards, but I'm giving them a good chance of putting up the upset is because they are playing with momentum. And sports is a lot about... It's not the main thing, but it's a big factor.
The Wizards have been playing the best ball out of these two teams, as of recent.
And that momentum's just been carrying that into the play-in tournament.
Yeah,
and the Celtics, I think they're feeling the pressure, not only of, like, from last year, their fans are... First, you got Boston fans. Keep that in mind, which are hard, kind of like Miami fans.
It's been a depressing time for Boston radio.
And then you got the pressure of, like, y'all showed up in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, y'all in the play-in tournament now? Like, that's already part of it. It's like, damn, if you guys losing this... Stevens got pressure of, like, everything coming from all sides. Tatum got pressure because it's like, okay. But Tatum's been showing up for the most part in terms of, like, individually. So we'll see.
I will tell you this to end it off, man. Whoever ends up winning this game, and ends up locking the 7th seed, whoever it is, they're gonna get their asses kicked by the Nets. It'll either be a sweep or a gentleman's sweep, no doubt about it, man.
Didn't know that's where you're gonna go.
They're gonna get
that is true, though.
They're gonna get their
that
asses
is
kicked.
true. I mean, you're basically playing
for the privilege to get your ass kicked,
just to get some ratings in the first round, and then going home.
You guys are gonna be a warm up for the Nets before they face a real team, the Miami Heat.
Hey, but how dope would it be to see Westbrook versus Durant in the first round in the East? That's a headline right there.
That should be definitely interesting.
And Beal versus Harden.
Ooh,
Kyrie versus.
Versus himself? What?
You stay trying him, bro. Chill.
I feel you, man. I'm on him too much. But either way, guys, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know. Catch us on Twitter, TikTok, and the podcast on Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. We'll catch you guys soon. But for now,
Take
later.
care.